Sunday, I'll pick a random book to read. And don't worry, on Monday, I'll get back to your book request. Today's random book is, drumroll please, Badger's Perfect Garden! This is my first time reading this book, so I'm gonna take a sneak peek. Let's look at some pages. It looks like a badger with a whole lot of jars. Aw, some friends are helping along. And whoa, that looks like a big garden. If I were to guess, I would say this is a book about gardening and friends. Let's find out. Badger's Perfect Garden, written by Marsha, Diane, Arnold. Illustrated by Ramona Kazlukowski. One spring morning, Red Squirrel found Badger surrounded by dozens of stars. The jars were filled with seeds. The seeds looked hopeful, just like Badger. What are you doing with all those seeds, Badger?
I'm getting ready to plant. I gathered them late last summer and I kept them in jars all through the fall and winter. Now I'm going to plant the perfect garden.
Red Squirrel looked closer. They're all different.
Yeah, all kinds. Green, brown, black, round, rumpy, smooth, really curly, and straight as my whiskers.
Where do you find them?
From Weasel's garden. Some of the wildflowers near Dormouse home. Some stuck themselves to my fur and floated on the wind.
You have so many, said Red Squirrel. You need help planting. Weasel brought his favorite rake. Red Squirrel helped Dormouse gather string. Badger studied his garden plan.
We have to make sure the ground is perfectly smooth, said Badger.
Everyone weeded and raked. When the earth was smooth as a forest pond in the winter, Badger pushed the big sticks into the dirt. Red Squirrel and Dormouse struck strings between the sticks to mark rows. Weasel found a twig to make holes for the seeds. Bumpy seeds in the row. Round ones here. Keep the whirlies together, Badger directed. When the seeds were planted, Badger invited his friends to a celebration. Everybody enjoyed muffins and mulberry juice. Badger imagined the plants that would grow in perfect rows in his perfect garden. The next day, the sky sent showers. Badger smiled. The day after that, it sent heavy rain. Badger worried. The day after, it sent a downpour. Badger grabbed his umbrella and rushed outside. He ran up and down the rows, trying to cover his seeds. The rain kept pouring. Badger flung himself across the rows, doing his best to hold the earth together. Sticks and strings collapsed. The ground began to slide. Ah! Red Squirrel, Dormouse, and Weasel came running. My beautiful seeds have washed away, Badger sniffed. Seeds will float on the wind again when the sunniest days come, comforted Red Squirrel. After the wind flowers bloom, there will be seeds to collect, said Dormouse. We can gather seeds when my red rose ribbon, said Weasel.
Collecting seeds is hard work, and besides, I have no perfect garden this summer, said Badger.
Badger could not be consoled. He stayed in his house busying himself with this and that, and this and that, and this and that. One summer day, in the middle of his afternoon nap, Badger heard clamoring in his door. Badger, come look, cried Red Squirrel, Dormouse, and Weasel. Your teeth found never place to grow.
Those can't be my seeds,
said Badger, rubbing his eyes. They're all mixed up. They're just rearranging themselves, said Red Squirrel. If you hadn't planted them over here, they wouldn't be here. Badger started to hodgepodge of colors, the tumble of shapes and sizes. They made him feel jumbly and tumbly too.
It looks like a celebration, the most perfect garden of all.
And because his friends love celebrations, they ran into the garden for a hodgepodge of garden games, jumbly-tumbly dancing, and muffins, and mulberry juice. The end. So in the book we just read, we saw some gardening. Your garden doesn't have to be big. It can be small too, like mine. I'm going to show you it. This is chives, this is arugula, this is mint, this is cilantro, this is basil, and this is tiny thymes. Thanks. So how did you like Badger's perfect garden? Do you learn anything? The moral of the story is we can work hard on something and it may not turn out exactly how we expected. But in the end, it will all work out from the best. A garden is a perfect example for this. Thanks, Badger and friends. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Bye-bye.